we're gonna head up on that mountain. So let's go check out Mount Scott. Tu Familia. Oh, they might have changed it to a Mexican restaurant. Never mind, get your wine and drinks before you come if that's your thing, okay? It's Mount Scott. We're about to head up there. I ate at this vegan restaurant last year. Man, I wasn't too impressed. High prices, but it might be your thing. It's called the Healthy Hippie. I mean, I'm not saying the food wasn't good, but the prices were a little high. So, I mean, just be ready for that if you go in there. All right, let's get up on this mountain. All right, here's the entrance to Mount Scott. Let's embark on our ascent. It's a pretty cool ride up to the top. All right, here we go. We're headed up Mount Scott. We'll stop at a couple little viewpoints on the way up. If I could flip this camera, I'm about to flip this camera and show you some views, all right? So stick with me. Bunch of boulders. If you're into bouldering, that's the spot for you right there. Top. Lots of places to hike and climb. Also have a little lake down there we're gonna stop at on the way out. Right here is the first viewpoint on the way up the mountain. Mount Scott, Oklahoma. Also have some good fishing, hiking, swimming. Sweet, sweet views, man. If you're into bouldering, this is a good spot for you. All right, we're at the second viewpoint on the way up Mount Scott. We've got a good little view of the lake. When we head out of here, we're gonna go take a dip. So get ready for that. Make sure you bring your bathing suits, because we're still in dipping season. All right, let's head on up to that next viewpoint. All right, we skipped the third viewpoint, but here's the fourth viewpoint on the way up. Beautiful weather today. Man, if you can schedule your trip to Mount Scott on a somewhat cloudy day, very, very nice. Great views. You can still hear Fort Sill cannons in the background. Very good swimming spot. Over on the far side of the lake, swimming at sunset. Beautiful. You can see the big mountains in the background. Beautiful spot for camping. And this is also right by the cobblestone community, so you could rent you one of those cabins and you could be over here to this mountain just in like 10 minutes. Very close. So you get it all in one. All right, let's head on up the mountain. All right, the seventh viewpoint stop on the way up the mountain. Definitely my favorite. You got them big, big boulders in the background. Good views. On your way up, you'll definitely know which one I'm talking about. It's the seventh. It's the seventh little stop that you can make on your way up, and you'll recognize it from these boulders right here on the side. Beautiful, beautiful. If you're adventurous, you could climb down there, climb out that way, climb up here. This is Mount Scott, Oklahoma. in the Witchita Mountain Wildlife Refuge. Definitely a scenic view riding up this thing. So if you find yourself in central Oklahoma, I definitely highly recommend having a day trip down here. All right, welcome to the top of Mount Scott. We're about to hike down the side and check it out. You can hike down any of these sides here, all over the mountain. I'm gonna grab my sunglasses, put on some better shoes, and we're gonna go check it out. Right here, you just take off anywhere you wanna go through here. Definitely watch out for rattlesnakes because there are some here. I've never seen any, but I've heard there are some here. So keep your eyes peeled. Let's make our way out through here. Endless directions to go. If you guys are in central Oklahoma, check this spot out. You don't need a tour guide, but if you want to meet up, you can hit me up in the comments. I'd be more than happy to come out here with you. Beautiful. And this is Mount Scott, Oklahoma. Witchita Mountain Wildlife Refuge, Mount Scott, near Medicine Park, right by the cobblestone community that I showed you in the last video. So, I mean, you could spend hours up here, hiking around, climbing on boulders, all kinds of different directions to go. All kinds of different spots to see. Make sure you bring your good balance with you and good grippy shoes if you're wanting to climb on these boulders here. It's just endless, guys. I mean, you could hike for hours and hours. Make sure you bring you some water, some lunch. You're gonna have a great day. Bring the family out. When we get to a different location on the mountain, we'll flip the camera back on, show you some different spots. Here we go. All right, this is the side of the mountain with the lake view. Great camping down there. All of this is right by that little cobblestone community. So you can come up here and do it all. Great little weekend trip, even in the fall time. It's gonna be a great little trip even in the fall. So get out here, okay? Sorry for the finger on the lens, but this is raw and real, okay? Keeping it raw and real right here. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. This is gonna do it here from the top of Mount Scott in the Witchita Mountain Wildlife Refuge here in Oklahoma. If you guys are ever in central Oklahoma, get over here and check this out. All right, catch y'all in the next one. That's no joke, people. That dude is right here.